And you probably don't need to do it with color, but it's always good to be safe than sorry, because here's why. The username can type their username and they can also type what message they want, but they don't type their color manually. They're going to select it in a different way. But it's better safe than sorry. So now they can't type anything basically to hack our database. Now what we need to do is we need to take all of their information and insert it into the database. So we basically want to insert it in a new row. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is build our query. And what this query is going to do is it's going to, well, I'll show you guys. It's very simple. So this query equals insert into chat table, and there are 4 different things that we want to insert into this row. The first thing is actually posted on username, message, and color. So whenever the user makes a new message, we want to store 4 pieces of information in our database. When did they post that message? Who posted it? What did they say? And what is the color of their text? So now what we need to do is pretty much just write the MySQL. Let me show you guys. Alright. So for the posted on date, what we can do is we can just pass in now. Now what this is actually a MySQL function that it gets the current time. So instead of, calculating it in some special way, all we have to pass in is now, and it automatically gets the current time from your server and stores that as the posted on date. Very cool. So the next thing we need to do is store their name, which is of course this variable username. So and make sure I get this right. Username, and let's see, we need to separate that. Alright, so the posted on date is just the current time. The username is their username that has been cleaned up to prevent against MySQL injection. And now what we need to do is we need to store their message and also their color. And now let's see, we don't need this. Let me just end my statement, and oops. Alright, let me make sure my statement's good. Okay, so we inserted is that even a word? Sounds weird. We inserted 4 pieces of information whenever the user posts a new message. The time that they posted it, their username, their message or the message itself, and also the color. Actually, let me do this. It looks a little bit better. So this is the query that we built in, actually, let me see something. Alright, that's what I was missing. So this is the query that we built, and now, of course, we didn't execute this query yet, we just built the query itself. So now, in order to run it, result equals, and we can actually still this. So this builds the query itself, and this executes the query. In other words, it posts a new message or inserts a new message into the chat table. And the next function that we have to do is, now that we can post new messages, we have to build a function that gets new messages. So even though we can insert messages into the chat table, the user can't read those messages because we didn't build any functionality for it. So what the next function is going to do is it's going to retrieve new messages so that the user can actually read them on their screen. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys then.